So welcome back to the 29th year and beyond.
And beyond,
And beyond. Well, we're getting ready to start a new school year, and I wanted to talk about homeschooling.
Okay.
And the reason why I want to talk about homeschooling is because we homeschooled our children. Or should I say?
You did.
I homeschooled our children. It wasn't for him. Even though he went to all the courses and the little training.
Was excited about it.
He was excited. I got this.
Yeah, but no, I didn't.
So what was the breakdown with you and John with the homeschooling?
Well, it was just because John was a bright student, real sharp, high IQ, and all of that, and I was probably at that point beginning my curmudgeon.
Is that what you're going with?
Yeah. I just didn't have the patience, and so, having to teach him stuff because John was like a floodlight. He's like all over the place. Amber, pen light, laser focus.
Yes.
John, all over the place where you had the corrals. So I just didn't have I did not have the patience to, and things that was just like, okay, I would get so frustrated because things that I knew he should know or should be doing, and if he wasn't, sent me through the roof.
Yeah.
And I had to clearly acknowledge, okay, this is not for me.
No. So here's the deal. We had a catering company and a restaurant at the time. And so literally he would have to leave. We would have to switch places. I'd have to come home and homeschool John because he just couldn't do it. And I understood why. Because with John, like I said, he was one of those kids that, I had to figure out how to make him want to do math. So we would do everything that was geared towards science because that worked for him. Well, Amber, on the other hand, when I took her to the shop with me, she would sit there with her computer and she would be there. She'd get up, eat her breakfast. When it was lunchtime, she would eat her lunch. But, she was just laser focused. And parents, you will find that your children, even though raised by the same two people, can be polar opposites.
Yeah, absolutely. Because they're individuals. And, as a parent, you do a disservice to your children.
Yeah.
When you think that they should be like one of their siblings, and for heaven forbid that you tell a child, why aren't you like so-and-so? Well, I'm not like so-and-so because I'm not so-and-so.
Individually
absolutely.
created.
They're individuals. And never forget, what was the book? One Mind at a Time.
One Mind at a Time.
What was the author? Dr. I want to say Michael something, but I forget. Mm-hmm. But One Mind at a Time. And that's the thing. It's not a one size fits all. Mm-mm. One size fits one.
That's right.
Don't lose sight of that.
Mm-hmm.
Not one size fit all. One size fit one. Each individual is just that. An individual. A unique, authentic masterpiece by God.
Oh, yes, definitely. And the one thing that I will tell you, it did help to be organized. So I was talking to one of my coworkers, and he was saying that they got the list from the school system, and the kids have to log on at a certain time, and they're supposed to be dressed like they're going to school. And I will tell you, this is very helpful, for most kids, because they need to have that routine. They need to know that it is business as usual, and they have to turn in their work, and they've got to do their work, and they've got to put in the 4 hours or 5 hours or whatever they're requiring. For us, it was a 4-hour window that they were required to do every day. So, don't look at it as like, I can't do this. Parents, I'm telling you, you may have to juggle between the two of you. You may have to pull a grandma in or an aunt, or even with another parent, who has to work, see if you can do some juggling there, because we actually had one of Amber's friends homeschool with us for, 3 years, I think. Yeah, the whole middle school,
But again, it helps with their mindset too when there is some consistency. When having to be dressed, not in pajamas and stuff. See, it takes your mindset to a totally different place too. So all of those things, having those things in place makes perfectly good sense. Having the time, that time consistently when they have to be prepared, when they have to have that classroom study, going on. They have to be dressed. All of those things really, really contribute to helping your pupil to understand this is real.
Yeah. When Amber came home early from University of West Georgia, I put up little signs around the house to say University of West Georgia. This was the dining hall. My door said the health suite. Health suite. I put
the laundry room.
The laundry room, everything. Because I wanted her to feel like she was at school. It was silly, but that's what I did. Make it fun. Make it exciting, but you also got to keep that schedule. But each child is different. One mind at a time.
One mind at a time. Michael Levine up at the.
That's it. That's it.
Okay. Yeah. Until tomorrow.
Bye.
If the Lord says the same.